Let me tell you something most people won't say. You're not broke. You're trapped. You make good money. Maybe even great money. But if you stopped working tomorrow, how long would you last? A month? 3? That's not freedom. That's dependency. And what's worse, you've been trained to believe this is success. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might realize you've been playing the wrong game the entire time. Here's the first trap. And if you're doing well right now, this might hit hard. High income feels like security. But it's not. It's a drug. It keeps you comfortable. It keeps you distracted. It keeps you working. Because the moment you stop, everything disappears. No income. No safety. No control. You don't own your money. Your job owns your income. And the longer you rely on it, the harder it becomes to escape. And it gets worse. You start making more money. So naturally, you upgrade your life. Better car. Better house. Better everything. Seems normal, right? Wrong. Because now your life costs more. Much more. And suddenly, you can't go backwards. You're locked into a lifestyle you have to keep feeding. Most people don't realize this moment. This is where they lose. Not when they earn less, but when they start spending more. You're not building wealth. You're building pressure. And it gets heavier every year. But the next trap? It's even more dangerous because it's invisible. This one doesn't hit fast. It creeps in. You get comfortable. You get good at what you do. And you stop pushing. You stop learning. You stop evolving. And you don't notice the gap until it's too late. Because the world doesn't slow down. It moves faster. And if you're not upgrading, you're falling behind. Silently. You don't lose money overnight. You lose relevance. And once that's gone, it's hard to recover. Now combine that with the next mistake. This is where people get stuck for decades. Let's talk about debt. Because this is where people lie to themselves the most. I'm investing. I'm leveraging. I'm building assets. But are you? Or are you just borrowing money to afford things you couldn't afford before? Here's the rule. If it doesn't pay you, it's not an asset. It's a liability. And now you're stuck in a cycle. Work right pointing arrow, pay bills right pointing arrow, repeat. You're not building freedom. You're maintaining obligations. And the worst part? You can't stop. Because everything depends on you. And that leads to the final trap. At this stage of life, you have responsibilities. So you play it safe. You avoid risks. You avoid change. You tell yourself, this is the smart move. But here's the truth nobody likes. Playing it safe is expensive. Not today. But over time. Because while you're standing still, everything else is moving. Opportunities. Markets. People. And slowly, you get left behind. Not in one big moment. But in small, invisible steps. Until one day, you realize you're stuck. So let me ask you one question. If nothing changes, where will you be in 5 years? Same job? Same pressure? Same cycle? Or worse? Because doing nothing is still a decision. And it has consequences. You don't need to change everything today. But you do need to wake up. Because the moment you see the trap is the moment you stop falling into it. If this made you think, send it to someone who needs to hear it. Because most people won't realize this until it's too late. And if you want to learn how to actually escape this cycle, follow this channel. Because money isn't the problem. The system is. And now you see it.